subject cost and management accounting 25 question from November 2023 question 4.2 and that question paper that is on the difference of the wages donor. So I think the question reads also producers as part-time employees and pay them at the end of each week. The following information is for the week ended 31 2021. So the information that we are given relates to a week, and then we've got the income column, and then we've got employees, and then I've got subdivisions of the income column whereby we are given details and the stated amounts that we are given in front of that, and the same is under employees. So if you go down, you see that we have got other information that are below the table on the required part. It says use the following information to prepare a wages journal of cost of producers to calculate the net wage for the 3 employees as shown on the other sheet. Round of 4 amounts to the nearest rand. So very important to know that we are going to round off in calculation that has got a decimal places to the nearest rand. Very important to take note. So if you go to the other section, you'll see that we have got our prepared wages journal that we have here, which is the wages journal of part-time employees of cost of producers on 31 May 2023. So if you go down, you would see that we have got 3 employees that we have there. That is P. Matele, CD, and T. Malag. This is what we have. So we are going to fill in terms of normal income, and then we also fill in terms of overtime income. Then obviously for gross income, now we are saying normal amount here, and then we add the overtime amount here so that we get the gross income. So we're going to start on normal income. We're going to enter in terms of all the employees that we are given. So if you go to the question, let's try to find out in terms of normal information that we are given. If you go there, you see that we are told that normal working hours per week is 40 hours, and then we are then told that we are then told that hours that we are working, we have them in this row. So we are just going to compare in terms of if numbers worked above number hours worked above the normal working hours, it means there's overtime. For instance, under D Mateke, we have got 43 hours worked with the having a 40-hour normal week. So it means we've got 3 extra there by saying 43 minus 40, you get your 3 extra hours that we have there. So this one to go under overtime. So this represents our overtime. So this is what we have. So we are going to do the same to SD, whereby we are saying hours worked is 45. So it means we've got an extra 5 hours there that we have, which is representing our overtime. Then under T Malaji, we are having that the number of hours worked is even less than the normal hours, which means there's no overtime that is we are having there. We have 0 overtime there because our hours worked are less than the normal. So we can just go and fill on the number of hours as such. So we go there. So we see that on the number of hours we are saying we are having 40 for the first one here, 40 for normal, and this also we have 40 here for normal, and we have got 39. Remember for team Malaji, but remember on D Matset there for the first employee, we have got 3 extra hours. We can just go back to just confirm that we have got 3 extra working hours there, which is 43 minus 40, we get our 3. Then here we have got 5 minus 40, we get our 5. Then here we have got 0 overtime hours. So you can go there and put on overtime those extra hours that we are having there. So we are saying on overtime we have got 3 for the first employee. Then we have got 5 here. Then here we are saying we have got 0. So this is what we have. Then we go to check in terms of rates what we have in terms of rates for normal. If you go there, you see that we are told that for the normal basic wage per hour is the normal. We have a question mark throughout, which means we are not given the rates per hour. So what are you going to do? Let's try to check according to the information that we are given. So you see that we are also given the weekly wage. So it means the total wage that is going to be given there, we are already given. We have 2,200 for Mateke. We have got 2,500 for SD and 4,000 for Malak. So we are going to fill them there. They are representing the total amount for the basic or the normal time. So we are going to fill as such there. So So it means here for normal, we have the amount whereby we are saying here we have got 3,200 for the for the first employee, we have got 3,200, and then the second employee, we have got 3,500. And then the third employee, we have got 4,000. So these are the amounts that we have. So basically, when we have this amount, it means we can now find the rates. So how are we going to find the rates? We are going to say amount amount divided by hours. So we are saying this column for amount, say 3,200 for the first employee, 3,200, then we divide by 40 hours, then we get the rate per hour. So if you round it off to the nearest whole number, remember to the nearest round according to the instruction, you're going to get 80 there. So it means here we have got 80. And then you do the same here, 3,500 divided by 40, get your rate for the normal hours there. Then you are going to get at the nearest one number, you get 88. And then you do the same here, the same 4,000 divided by 39. So to the nearest one number, you're going to get 103. So this is what we have. So we have filled our normal section. So we go to overtime now. On overtime, we also don't have the rate. So we go to the question again to see the instruction in terms of calculation of the rate for the overtime. So on overtime, we see, and they are saying it's 1.5 times normal rate for the first employee, DMAT second. And then for SDD, it's also 1.5 times normal rate, then 1.5 times normal rate for the last one, which is Malawi. So we go there. So what does it mean? It means that the rest that we are given here is 80, 80, 80, and 103. They're going to multiply by 1.5, all of them. So we come in. This is what we are going to do. For the first one, DMAT second, we are saying we're just going to say our rate is 80. Then we multiply by 1.5. Let's try to multiply as it is less than to round off, we round off. So at the rate that we're going to get there is 120. And then for SDD, we're going to say 88 times 1.5. And then the answer that we're going to get is 135, 131. Then the last one is Malachi. We have got 103. And then obviously we multiply by 1.5. So the answer that we're going to get there is 154. So these are the rates that we have for overtime. So overtime rates are here. So it means we're going to fill as such. So we're going to say the first one we got 120. The second one is 131. And the third one we got 154. So this is what we have. So after calculation of these now, it means we can now find the total for overtime. So what are we saying for the total? We are saying 120 times 3 hours, then we get the total. So we calculate there. Let's try to calculate 120 times 3, you're going to get 360. You go to the second one, 131 times 5, you're going to get 655. You say 154 times 0, obviously you get again 0. So it means there's nothing for overtime for the last employee. So this is what we have for our gross. Then to get our code for our overtime amount, then to get our gross now, we are saying to get our gross, let's try to put down the formula. Gross here, we are saying this is now gross income. We are saying it is equal to normal income. Normal income plus overtime income. So this is how we are going to find our gross. So we can come here and do such so that we get our gross. So what are we saying now on gross? We are saying we are adding our amount for normal and then we add the amount for overtime, then we get our gross. 2,200 plus 360 for the first employee, then we get 2,560. Then second employee, you're adding 3,500 plus 655, and then you get 4,155. When you go to the last one, we're saying 4,000 plus 0. You've got 0 here. You're also going to get 4,000. So this is what we have in terms of our gross income. Then we now go to our deduction section. We are now going to the deduction section. So the first deduction that we're going to multiply is pension fund. So we go to the instruction in the question in terms of calculation of pension funds. We are seeing that pension fund is here. Pension fund is here. It's saying 8%. it's saying 8%, and this 8% is of normal. So basically, here we are saying pension fund, when we are calculating it, we say 8%, the percentage that you are given, then you calculate by the normal income. So what are we saying? We are going back there to calculate it. Remember, 8%, if you convert it to a decimal, it becomes a 0.08. So we're just going to multiply by 0.08. So we go there. Our normal, we go there and try to see how we can calculate that one. Then 8%, remember 8% is 8 over 100, so if you convert to a decimal, it becomes 0.08. So what we are just going to multiply with this factor, which is 0.08. So what we're going to do is we are now saying for the first one, remember the normal income is this column, amount of normal income, 3,200 for the first employee. So we are saying for the DMAT, we are going to say 0.08, and then we multiply by 3,200. Then the answer that we are supposed to get there is 256. Obviously, if there's a necessity to round up the next whole number, you have to round. So on the second part, we have put an amount of 3,500. So we are saying 0.08 times 3,500. And then the amount that we're supposed to get there is 208. Then we go to the last one, 0.08, and then we multiply by 4,000. That's the normal. The amount that you get there is 320. So these are the amounts that we are going to put on pension fund. So you can just go there and put those figures. So we are seeing our pension funds, we are having it there. So now we are saying for the first employee, we got 256. Second employee, we got 280. And then the third one, we got 320. So this is what we have. Then we go there to check in terms of the next one, which is pay as you earn, to check how we are going to calculate our pay as you earn. So on pay as you earn, which is pay, we have got 25% throughout, 25%, 25%. So we are just going to calculate it as such there using our 25%. For the formula for calculating a pay, which is pay as you earn, we say our gross income, then we subtract the pension funds that we have. And then the answer that we get there after subtracting, we multiply by the percentage that we are given. Remember, they are saying 25%. So we are saying the answer that we are going to get here, then now we multiply by 25%, which will convert 25% to a decimal, it becomes 0.25. So this is how we are going to calculate it. So let's do for the first employee, which is our D Masete. We can just put our D here as the first employee, representing our first employee. So we are just going to check in terms of the gross income for the first employee. The gross income, we are having it here. Gross is 3,560 for the first employee. The second one is 4,155. Third one is 4,000. So those are the figures that we are going to work with. But we subtract the figures for our pension fund. Remember, we got 256 for the first employee, 280 for the second, and 320 for the third. So for the first, we are going to say 3,560 minus 256 to get, then the other than get, you multiply by 0.25. So here we are saying for the first one, our gross, we are saying we are having our gross income of 3,566. So we are saying 3,560. Then we subtract our pension fund, which is 256. Then the answer that we get, we multiply by 0.25. Then the answer that we are supposed to get there, if we multiply correctly, we are going to get 826. That is for the first one. Then we go to the second one. Remember, for the second one, the gross income that we got there was 4,155. Then we subtract the pension fund that we got there was 280. Then the answer that we get there, we multiply by 0.25. And then we are supposed to get 969. Then we do the same thing for the last one. So the second one is S, and then the last one is T. Then we multiply that one again. The gross that we are having for the last employee is 4,000. Remember, it's the same with the net income. And then subtract the pension fund that we got there was 320. Then the other that we get to multiply by 0.25. So let's try to multiply that one. We get 320. And let's try to see. We get 920. Sorry, 920. So these are the figures that we're going to put on the pay as you earn column. So we come here. We are now saying for pay as you earn. The first one we got 826. The second one we got 969. And the third one we got 920. So this is what we then go to UIF. We are going back again to see what are they saying about our UIF. Then we just calculate. Now on UIF, so UIF, you are given interest 1% throughout 1% at the first week and the second week and third week. So we're just going to use our 1%. And they're saying UIF on gross income. So it means 1% is on gross income. So we just go there and we calculate 1% of our gross income for all the employees that we have there. So if you come here, you see that our gross income is here. We've got 2,560 first employee, 4,155 for the second, and 4,000 for the third. So basically, that's what we are going to do. So for the first employee, what we are saying is we are saying 0.01, which is 1%. Remember, 1% is 1 over 100. When you convert it to a decimal, it becomes 0.01. So we multiply by the first gross income that we have for the first worker with 3,760. And if you multiply correctly there, you don't get 35 points, and you round it off to the nearest rand, jump 36. Then you go to the second one, 0.01 multiplied by the gross that we use there, 4,155. And then the other that you are supposed to get there is 42. Obviously, the nearest one number. And the third one, 0.01 times 4,000. And the other that you are supposed to get there is 40. Obviously, there's one number again. So these are the figures that we're going to put for UIF. So we can just go there and put under UIF. We are saying the first one is 36. Second one we have 42. And the third one we have 40. So this is what we have. Then for medical aid again, this is the last one. You can just go and check in terms of medical aid. Right, on medical aid, we are here. You see that the figures are already there. We have an amount of 250 for the first week, 300 for second week, 450 for the third week. We are just going to put those figures as they are. And we come here, we are saying 250 for the first one. The second one with 300. Third one with 450. So these are all the deductions that we have. Then we have to pay to get the total of deductions for the first week. We are saying 256 plus 826. That's what we are doing there. 256 plus 826 plus 336 plus 250. The total that we are supposed to get there is 1,360. Then here we say 4,155. Sorry, we're starting on pension 280 plus 969. Here plus 969 plus 42 plus 300. Then the total that you're supposed to get there is 1,791. Then for the third one, we are saying 920 plus 40 plus 450. Then it gets 1,730. Then we now the net wage. We now want to calculate the net wage. So to calculate the net wage, the formula that we are going to use there, we are now going to say net wage is equal to gross income. Then you subtract the deductions. So we are just going there and calculate as such. Now we have all the figures in terms of our gross wage, and then we have the deductions, get our net wage. So remember, our gross wage is here, and then our total deductions is there, which is 1,360. So you can now say for the first week at 3,560 minus 1,368. Then our net wage that we are supposed to get there is 2,192. 2,192. We subtract again. Here we are saying now 4,155 minus the total for deductions 1,591. Get 2,564. 2,564. Then you go to the third one, we're saying 4,000 minus 1,730. Then you get 2,470. So these marks the end of our question on the preparation of the wages journal. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. We are still coming with more videos as we prepare for exams. And let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm signing out.